Today, we talk about...
Not again. Excited. All right, well, I was actually waiting to do this till they came out so I could try to secure my pair, and didn't work out. Just didn't. It's a shame. Bro, a lot of y'all already just handing the flag to the Element 87 as the sneaker of the year, which, hey, it's a great contender. I'll give it that. And I was excited for that one too, and strike three. Nike hit me with that Draymond.
No.
He fouled?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so I figured, you know what, now that I couldn't get it, and I guess it wasn't as slept on as I thought it would be, it is what it is. Let's get it. So I love this shoe. And at first I hated it, but some ish happened that made me want to love it, and now I does. So obviously we know when images first leaked, it looked a little bit different than this. It was kind of whack looking, a little bit different. Don C, I guess, went back to the drawing board, kind of did some ish behind the scenes. Regardless, even with these coming out, these other colorways, I was still like, because this one is inspired by the Billy Horals, which I already have. Why would I buy a sneaker that looks just like it? These being based off of the, what was it? Let me remind myself here. That's right, the Medicine Ball Air Trainer 3s, a Bo Jackson special. And then these actually go pretty hard, the Hot Lavas. But I already got the ATC 2s in the Hot Lava colorway. Fire shoe, literally. So, with that said, where does that leave us? Well, check it. So then I got a little spooked when I heard of this Ghost Green colorway coming out. And I saw this image first. Yeah, it's a nice. Maybe I'll start paying a little bit of attention here. Then this picture showed up and I was like, ooh, what? And then the straw that broke the camel's back. Bop. I was like, bruh. For real. Name a more iconic swaggy swag pick right here. Like, I mean, you might as well put Swaggy P in place of this photo. I mean, the fire fit, the green pants, and then the kicks. Ooh, wow, that was close. That was real close. But bruh, it's almost like a Pharrell Holy Coral NMD type of ish going down. Nike triggered. Now listen, if you want proof that the fit is everything, if we had seen none of that and just seen this, bro, I don't know. I mean, it may just be that I don't feel like I could pull off the black pants with that shoe the way Cuddy is, but you know, that's just me. Now, I would personally do like a nice light denim jean pant, but yeah, man, I'm excited. This is like, I'm so excited. This is like the perfect summer shoe right here. Oh, now I was worried about the limitedness of it and who was going to really catch on to this, so I kind of kept quiet on it, but it's too late now. I missed out. So I went ahead and purchased on resale. It wasn't that much higher of a price on GOAT. It was a little cheaper than on StockX. So whatever, still gonna get it. Pay just a little bit above retail. I have a good feeling these won't restock, at least in this colorway, especially with it coming with the special box. Ooh-wee, and had the label of NRG. So once I see that label of NRG, you know, from what I've heard, NRG on a Nike label stands for energy, which means like it's like another way of saying quick strike, but not really, because then they would just put QS. So I don't know all the rules. I ain't no insider, but I'm just trying to process all this. So I imagine it's just going to be like this limited hyper strike type of ish, but I don't know. And regardless, I don't buy things based off of availability. I'm just pissed that it wasn't that available, so I couldn't get one easily. But it is what it is. So paid a little bit above retail, got them. Can't wait to get them. Love high tops, so that's a duh. And then it does have some bourgeoisness to it that Don C brings. He's got like a very bourgeois swag to him. He doesn't have like a classic gangster swag. He's got like a bourgeois swag. The way he talks, the way he carries himself, the way he just, oof, like in that picture where he's just like putting his hands together like, oh, get him, get him. Oh, man. He seems like a really cool guy. So, you know, I had mentioned I don't think someone like Travis Scott would hang out with me because I'm a little too square for him. I feel like Don C would at least give me like one of these and a smile, you know? So that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, the rest of the colorways, meh. Nah, I mean, some of them are nice, like I said, but for me, it's the ghost green or bust. So here's the nice thing about this. Usually hybrids are garbage. But the reason I'm like really falling for these hybrids is, first of all, Don C's putting his hands on it. And if that makes me a Don C dick rider, so be it. But, I mean, I don't even like really fuck with Don C like that. Like I bought those blue or Royal Jordan 2s he did because they were just simply a beautiful shoe and just such a bourgeois swaggy to them. And then as an extension of that with this one, it's like, okay, so you took the Jordan 3 base, one of the most iconic Jordans of all time, also with him being from Chicago, it's like, bet. And then you add on the Jordan 1, my favorite Jordan, and a lot of people's favorite Jordan, especially in this modern era of the Jordan 1 being where it's at, so bet. And then you throw in the, what was it called? Oh, the Nike Air Alpha Force Low is the official name. Apparently Jordan briefly wore it back in 1988. Really quirky looking shoe, but that's where the strap came from. And we all know Yeezy's love affection for straps. And I'm a fan of straps on a shoe. I always like little extra gadgets and gizmos and odds and ends. What the fuck was that from again? Anyway. Yeah, so I mean, I think it all comes together, but most specifically it comes together because of that colorway and the way he showcased it. I said, fuck it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that Jumpman on the back, again, usually not a fan of that, especially with the Jordan 3s, the Jordan 1s, where they're sticking the Jumpmans on the back with the not so recent retros, and I thought it really ruined the shoe. But with this being a brand new silhouette in this fusion style, and the way it was done, slapping a new colorway on it I can't remember the last time I saw a shoe with this kind of bright neon-y green to it, let alone a Jordan model. So that helps it in the hybrid status, as opposed to just mashing together a Chicago, a Royal, and a Bread. Like, that comes across as lazy. Just simply coming up with a brand new, fresh colorway fit for that season, I think at least shows me you're giving it some little bit of effort, which of course we know Don C does because he has such a OD bourgeois swaggy swagger. Patent pending. Or no, what's the term? Trademark pending? Whatever, who gives a boo? All right, so bottom line, yeah, so and then you throw the Jumpman on there. I think the Jumpman actually looks sick, just the way it's showed. Again, probably a lot of credit for my jizz fest over the sneaker has to fall to the photographer of those shoes and whoever touched up the edits and whatever, because obviously that does a lot for it. But yeah, regardless, I mean, I also feel bad. I saw DJ Clark Kent posted his pair before the release, and kind of pissed me off because I was like, oh man, now everyone's gonna fucking jump on this shit because he's such an OD OG, and I was just taking a shit like I does, and I just decided to when I saw it, I just decided to throw him a little salty comment, and I was surprised he even saw it and commented that because no one ever responds to me on Instagram ever, and of course the one time someone responds, it had to be him. So I feel really bad. If you ever watch this, he won't. But if you are watching this and you know him, let him know I didn't mean ish by it. My bad. For real. Yeah, real quick, missed my flight back to New York, so I'm stuck here for 6 hours. Get to edit this video for y'all at the very least. Am I right? Just some quick thoughts. By the way, did you know this famous portrait was done here? Also, some quick updates. I was always wondering, why did they call it 312? I thought it was like Jordan 3, Jordan 1, and then, what is this, 2? But it's actually the area code for downtown Chicago. So it kind of fits. Don C, Kanye West, Virgil Abloh, Jordan, Chicago. All right. We know. Virgil grew up in the suburbs. Ugh. Yeah, and everyone from Boston's from Boston. Get the fuck out of here. All right, what else? Yeah, as far as the argument for shoe of the year, I gotta say, the reason I'm debating this over the Element 87s is because, bruh, it's a hybrid I actually like. Get the fuck out of here. It's kind of impressive. Again, I think a lot of it has to do with choosing a bright, brand new colorway I've never seen on another Jordan model. Part of it is, at least offering some semblance of reason for why he chose the models he chose. It's not like he threw 3 Jordans together. He at least gave us the nuance of putting 2 classic Jordans, maybe the 2 most classic Jordans, but then subtly sliding into the DMs with that, little strap. What was it? I already forgot the name. It's such a fucking obscure shoe. But that's kind of the beauty of it. It's like helping the legacy of certain Jordan models live on through these hyped models, especially when you attach Don C's name to it. And on top of the fact that Jordan actually wore the shoe, kind of just adds an extra layer of ish to it. So, hey, they say the Element 87's got layers. Bro, this shit's got layers clearly too. That's one thing. Now, of course, the other argument everyone's gonna make is, just because Don C made it, just because Don C, like, bro, of course, just because Don C made it. Like, bro, Don C, Virgil Abloh, Kanye West, who's the other one? Really, any influencer. Anytime they attach their name to something, you have to understand they're taking a risk, whether they know it or not, of hurting their own brand by doing that. And the ones that do generally fall off and like decay. The ones that have some sort of substance, which I imagine Don C to have, coming from the house of Damda, they're not fucking around, okay? So when they attach their name to something, they're like at least putting some semblance of thought into it, which I thought I had just explained that I had already been convinced that he had clearly put in some thought into this. Now, the other part of it is the fact that, Don C putting his name on it, you have to realize the reason we go to professionals, like the reason you would come to me as a doctor, is because you trust that I have some knowledge that you don't. So I'm giving you some shortcuts because I went through school. I did the studying. I did all the bullshit while y'all was out partying, you know what I'm saying? So like now that you're sick and you want to come to me for help, I'm gonna give you the shortcut because I know what's good. Same way, hey, you want some fashion shortcuts, you go to Don C, you go to Kanye, you go to Virgil, you're like, oh, they made it? All right, good. I don't have time to like read up on it and nerd out and watch like a ton of YouTube videos on the subject. I'm just buying what they're putting out because it is what it is. Same idea here, bitches. So yeah, just because someone made it doesn't mean it's bad. It actually probably means it's fucking good. But with that said, yeah, I'm glad I purchased it, and now I'm free to make this video because if the price starts to climb on it, I don't give a fuck. I got mine. You gonna get yours. Yeah, I probably could have delivered that better. Yeah, it is what it is. We'll see you on the next one. We out. Peace.